Ahoy, superstars! It's Vast Superstar Vegas with another shining video from World of Warships Legends. I gotcha, April Fools. We're not talking like that during the whole video. Neptune's beard, that guy's as bad enough as it is. And that's why I've muted it in the background. At the end of the video, I'll show you how to equip this guys and put it on mute so you don't have to suffer through the dialogue, but you can still get the benefits. And that's what we're here to talk about in this video today. The benefits of the best and worst guys in the game. Worst because it's annoying, and best because it gives you the best boost. Now what it gives you is a 50% credit boost. And if you equip that guys to one of your best credit earning ships, you can really rack up a good amount of credits in one single match. Now for this match, we are in the map Sea of Fortune in a game of domination, and we're playing the Belfast 43. Now the Belfast 43 is a good little credit earner for me, tier 7. Tier 7 is probably the tier you're looking for, and a premium ship, of course, too. Tier 7 premium is what you're looking for to earn a good amount of credits, and then you equip this guys to it to boost those credits by 50%. It's pretty damn good. A lot of the other guises, they give you some an extra boost to global XP or just regular XP, ship XP. And the boost is barely noticeable. It's like a couple hundred extra. It's not even worth it. But with this guy's, the credit earnings, it's a good couple 100,000 usually. This is one of the first matches that I've used this, guys. This was from a little while back. And that's when I first noticed that. I said, oh crap, okay, this is actually really good. Let's perhaps make a video down the line about it. And so here we are. So this match is nothing special. It's not like a record breaker or anything. It's just your typical run-of-the-mill match, just to show you guys, what this guys can do for you to help you boost your credits. What I typically like to do is I run it once a day, and you get the extra win bonus there too. Win bonus helps with the XP, and I assume a bit more XP equals more credits. Of course, they don't tell you that, so that's another one of those hidden stats that is a pet peeve of mine. I'm sure one of the community managers has mentioned it before that they're connected. Yeah, for this match, we spawned on the left, I think it was, and I just parked in what I call my office here. Just this little sort of nook here. There's a couple islands I can use as cover, and if for whatever reason I'm spotted, I can just pop a smoke. Speaking of smoke, I'm running a Smogathon build here. We'll get our commander on the screen in a little bit here once we've started to reposition. Because on this flank here, our team's kind of controlling this flank. We had a couple of battleships and a couple of cruisers on the enemy team that are being a little bit timid there. They're a little bit scared to push into us, so they're all retreating or hiding behind islands. The enemy Nebraska cooking away with a permanent fire there. Now we're going to take on this Edinburgh. He's going to be juking and jiving, so we're not going to do too much against him. But it's something to shoot at. But eventually we're going to give up because he's going to kite away. And we're going to reposition. Our destroyer's going to reposition. We're going to follow him and take his lead. Now I feel like when it comes to choosing a ship to earn the most credits, it could be a tier 6 premium as well as a tier 7 premium, but tier 7 earns slightly higher amounts of credits. And then when it comes to the ship selection, I like to do a cruiser because they can pump out the highest amount of DPM. And then what type of cruiser? Well, I choose a smoke cruiser because at least, you can pop a smoke and get some shots off before you get dev struck by some bloody overpowered battleship. With the guys, you only need to get 50 shell hits, or 50 ribbons, I think it is, which, basically the easiest ribbons are the shell hits. And that's the other reason why I choose a cruiser. Sometimes if you're just going for the win, you're playing at a destroyer, you might just be spotting and getting caps the whole time. You might actually not even get anything to shoot at. Maybe get some torps off or something, but it's not going to get you 50 ribbons. And same thing with the battleship. sometimes you don't get anything to shoot at, and you don't actually make it up to 50 ribbons because really you don't get a whole lot of shots per match because of your long reload. So yeah, when it comes to this, guys, I definitely recommend a cruiser. So here we go. We're gonna follow our destroyer teammate over to the other side of the map. I feel like our team had control of the left side, so let's go reinforce the right side there. While we're headed over there, let's get our commander up on the screen and talk about him. We're using good old Reginald Tierwit. And he is, yes, a destroyer commander. But with the Smogathon build, you can pop this onto a British cruiser. And you can do a chain smoking build, I guess, actually, it should be called. Going a little bit overkill by choosing Von Spee as a inspiration. We also have Makawa as another inspiration, too. Von Spee helps you with the cool down of your smoke generator. And with the Smogathon legendary skill, it allows you to pop your next smoke before your initial smoke has even run out. So basically you can be concealed in smoke for half the match and not be spotted. And not being spotted is the name of the game in the Belfast 43. Its armor is absolutely terrible. And a lot of the big heavy battleships at tier 7 and tier 8, boy, the armor just loves to suck their shells right into the center of the citadel. And this thing is a dev strike waiting to happen. A lot of people don't like this version of the Belfast because of all its drawbacks, but once you put this chain smoking build on it, I find that it's pretty strong actually. One of the best consumable combos in the game, probably the best consumable combo in the game, is the old smoke radar combo. You know, a lot of people are up in arms with the alternative pan-European destroyers that have the smoke radar combo and the Fox Flare skill. Holy shit, that's a tongue twister. Fox Flare skill, and they're saying that it's overpowered because of that. So this goes to show you what the Belfast 43 can be capable of, or at least can bring to the table, because most everything else on the ship is terrible. The maneuverability is awful. The turret traverse is just brutal as hell. The torps aren't very useful. They can be useful, but by the time you get into position to use them, usually you're dead. We are going to demonstrate, though, how we can use the torps against this Turpitz. For some reason, he decides that he wants to suck as many torps down his gullet as possible there, and he takes two. And one causes a flooding. We already had him on fire, so he is hurting pretty badly here. If he does smarten up a little bit and start charging us, he could get within our smoke firing penalty. So we do have to be a little bit cautious. Now, when it comes to the Tierwit chain smoking build, you don't have to be all the way at max like I have him at 16.4. It was definitely viable at 16.3. But now that he's at 16.4, and now that I'm looking at it a little bit closer and dissecting it, I think I can experiment with the inspirations a little bit more too. Now, yeah, we are worried about this Turpitz closing in on us. He has damage conned our flood and our fire, so we need to get out of there. The game is not totally won yet. You know, the enemy team still does have quite a few ships left, even though they are not playing the match very well right now. But stranger things have happened, and how many times have you seen the blue team snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory, right? Though it has been pretty rare these days, ever since the beginning of the year, ever since Christmas time. Man, the steamrolls have just increased exponentially. Is that a word? I think I just made that word up. Well, we're about to get our first kill of the match. There's the Turpitz running into a straight torp there. I guess we aimed that one, so can't be too humble on that one. Yeah, by the end of this match, it'll look like a steamroll victory. And yeah, one way or the other, it's just been steamroll after steamroll in my games. I don't know, but what you guys have experienced this year. But in fact, my win percentage has actually gone down a tick because I've been losing so many times. I've also been playing some like hard to play ships and stuff, trying to challenge myself a little bit more, not just playing the easiest ships out there that we can find. Here is a broadside Edinburgh, and with basically every single cruiser, you gotta remember if you do see another broadside cruiser, no matter how small the guns are, swap to AP. If he's a flat broadside to you, you have a good chance of getting some citadels. But he does angle away now, and so we're gonna have to swap back to HE. But we did get one citadel on him. And we're doing pretty good here in this match, up over 100,000 in damage now at this point. That bloody Aldri got a double fire on us. That's some wicked RNG, if I must say myself. But yeah, now at this point, we got him on the run, and it's just a matter of wrapping things up. We're gonna win on points soon, so don't worry. The video's almost over. But there's our high caliber medal, pretty decent. I think earning medals also helps out with the credit earnings, or at least the XP earnings, which leads to the credit earnings. Blah 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 blah. So basically, when it comes to earning XP, you just want to get involved and do as much as you can. You can get caps, that's cool too. They're worth a lot of XP, but ribbons is where it's at. You want to get lots of ribbons. I find that incapacitation ribbons give a lot of XP for some reason. I don't know why that is, but I've played some matches where I'm just spotting in a destroyer, and I see maybe an enemy destroyer, and I get a whole bunch of incapacitation ribbons, and there I am at the top of the leaderboard, even though I didn't really do too much. I don't know why, but the only battleship on the enemy team that's left has been shooting HE at us, so I did pop a smoke in defense. How annoying is that, am I right? Getting HE spammed by a battleship when you're in a cruiser. Give me a break. And there goes the enemy Edinburgh. That's our second kill of the match. And we're about to win on points. There you go. We only lost 3 ships in the end. I wouldn't really call that a steamroll, but that was definitely one-sided. So here we are on the results screen. We end the match with over 151,000 in damage, a couple of kills, and a whole crap load of ribbons. You can see our credit earnings are pretty decent. Almost a million in credits there. Oh, also the high caliber medal, forgot to mention that. And you can see at the bottom there the little blue tick thing beside the 1.5 ship XP daily bonus modifier that we got our 50% extra earnings and credits because of the guys. Really, that's the only indicator that the game gives you that you've used your guys for the day. If you play a bunch of matches and maybe you forget, or if you're playing when the daily counter resets, like at midnight or whatever it is for your time zone, there's no way to find out. That's super annoying. So it would be a nice little quality of life improvement if in the future they were able to add some sort of indicator to tell you that whether or not you use the damn thing. But here we are finally on the team screen, top of the leaderboard, 2,673 base XP, not too shabby. And there we go on the economy screen. The guy's bonus, 276,000, an extra 276,000 that you normally wouldn't get. So it's a pretty hefty little increase there, and that's why I recommend using it. After we're done looking at this screen, we're going to go back to port, and we're going to show you how to put this guy's on and mute it so you don't have to listen to that annoying voiceover. I know some people think it's funny, but it's funny for only like a second, and then it gets bad. All right, back in port here. Go into our commander, Tyrwit, and click the guys button to show our guises. And here we have Ultima Starlight selected. On PlayStation, you're gonna press the square button to hide guys, and it's that simple. You don't have to listen to this nonsense when you're trying to get the bonuses. Well, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you did enjoy it. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit the subscribe button to see more of my videos. Feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, take care of yourselves and do what makes you happy.